Hi, this is NinJaForge. I'll be playing ARK Survival Evolved today. It's still in alpha, so it's quite buggy, and just showing you the basics of exploring and surviving. Alright, I'm level 7. I've been playing for 5 days. The one thing about this game is there's no pause, so even when you log out, the days just keep cycling. So when you log back in, it could be nighttime, could be daytime, you don't know. This is my character. These are the items I've learned to craft. Every time you level up, you are able to learn a certain number of items based on points, how many points you have. You are constantly gaining experience points. Obviously, the more you craft and explore and be active, the more experience points you get. You can put them in your health, food, anything you want, depending on what type of character you want to build. And then the engrams is basically these. They're recipes for things, so you can learn to make them. Alright, I hear a dinosaur. Yep, let's go have a look. Ah, there we go, our first dinosaur. This is a friendly dinosaur. You can probably tame it. Well, you can tame it. I haven't actually tamed the dinosaur yet. I believe you feed it and it can take quite a while. This is the shelter I've built on the beach. It contains a campfire and 2 storage boxes. Because you do have a carry limit. This is what's inside my storage box. These items you see here and up here are items that are only available if you basically buy the game now while it's in alpha. Alright. So this is the beach I'm on. When you start the game, you can pick a spawn point. I randomly picked this point. I think it was East 1, I could be wrong. My graphics are set pretty low because I was lagging for this video, so I do apologize for the poor graphics. The idea of the game is to gather resources, so like these bushes, you use E is your interact tool, and you gather berries, fibers, all sorts of other things that help you craft items. As you can see in the distance there are these light beams. Basically, those are, shall I say, extra items that whoever built this island has dropped for you. If you can get to the light beam, there's a crate, and inside are some goodies. They spawn in various places. So the one time there was one near enough to me, that's how I found out what it was. Those are a bit far. They look near, but it's quite a walk to get there. Then you see that, and you're like, I thought, yay, building. I'll just go to the building. There's my shelter, but I was wrong. There's your other dinosaur, some kind of pterodactyl. The building is basically hovering off the ground, so you can't get to it. I believe you can build ladders in this game. I better look where I'm going just now, walk into some dinosaur. And I'm just wondering if you could just basically build ladders all the way up to it. Not sure what the point would be. So anyway, there it is. It's not attached to the ground. The pterodactyl dinosaurs are also docile. In the distance there you can see it's a small type of raptor. I forget its name, but it flares out on the sides. Oh, there's another one. And spits in your eyes, and then you basically go blind. And then it attacks you. So unless you have weapons or can handle that, I suggest you avoid them. Spoiled meat because I haven't cooked it. Alright, the turtle dinosaur is also docile. very hard to kill, and but provides a lot of leather. Did he spot me now? Sorry, he's getting a bit too close there. Just want to take you to see the Triceratops, or it's a family of the Triceratops. It is a Triceratops. Also, docile creature that you can tame to ride. Here's a tip: if you're lucky enough or unfortunate enough to be around when they poop, you can collect it and use it as fertilizer to grow plants and things. So as you can see, there are rocks. You basically walk around collecting stones. These don't want to be collected. Not all items can be interacted with, like these shells. They're just decoration. Poor graphics there. Sorry. To collect resources, when you first start the game, you don't have any weapons or tools. So you basically have to walk up to a tree, use your fists, and smack it until you gather items. You do gain damage from that, but you heal again. Once you've collected a certain number of items, you have to at least get level 1 before you can purchase. So I suggest you start with a pick. You need the pick to to find other resources to be able to create your other items. The hatchet's very handy. I found the torch to be handy, and me personally, I like to get shelter as soon as possible, and clothing, and the campfire, very important. When it gets dark, it gets cold, and you have to stay warm. You can actually die of freezing to death, and that's my game style. Other people prefer to rather spend their points on buying weapon plans and building weapons and hunting and surviving that way. It's pretty much up to you. So for instance, to build the pick, it tells you there you need stone, wood and thatch. I don't have any stone on me. I have 1 wood and I only have 4 thatch. So I have to keep gathering. I like to hit the smaller trees. Makes me feel like I'm not damaging myself so much, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't make a difference. All that thatch, 1 wood. There's a stone. Let's see if I can pick it up. Yes, I can. Let's see what I have. Craftables. Thatch. 7. So I need 3 more thatch. Oops, not close enough. Bigger tree takes longer to break. I'm pretty sure that I have enough thatch now. Keep in mind, this is a wild island. Anything can spawn around you, especially those saber-toothed tigers. I have been extremely lucky on this beach. I would recommend this particular beach for any starter player. A friend of mine spawned on a different beach and constantly was plagued by saber-toothed tigers and other raptors and the T-Rex, and just couldn't settle down, kept dying. And you know, that's challenging, but I guess it's also frustrating at some point when you want to just be left alone for 2 minutes. Alright, let me show you how to craft. So I have gathered, hopefully by now, yes, enough items. I select the recipe and say craft item. You can queue several craft items and you can craft while you're walking. Let me just take you here. Alright, once it's done, it should appear in your inventory. I already have one. You can just drag it and drop it into a slot. Let's see, my hatchet needs to be repaired and I don't have enough to repair it just yet. But alright, so number 9 is my slot for the pickaxe. I can use it as a weapon or to mine for more resources. There we go. For wood and rocks. Let's find a rock. you can't use this on these shrubs. And also you can't gather from the shrubs while you're holding your pickaxe. So we go up to a rock and let's see what we get. Some flint, which you need for your fireplace, some stone, and if you're lucky enough you might get some metal. And if you keep hitting the rock, eventually the whole thing will smash, but I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Alright, so you've got your pickaxe in your hand, but you want to gather from this bush. You have to select the slot, so number 9 again, to put it away. Then you back to your hands and you can use your hands to gather other items. I tend to gather things as I'm walking, so I'll constantly just hit E on my keyboard and see what I get. That looks like a stegosaurus in the background. Alright, fish. You can hunt fish, they're at least easy enough to get food. Oh, look at that. I had enough to repair number 8. Alright, let's go get that fish. Takes only a few smacks. If you can get up to it. Alright. So once you've killed it, if you keep hitting it, you will get resources like meat and skin. Alright, I'm not near the edge, so let me swim a bit further. Put that away. And surface. So if you use your pickaxe to basically skin your dead animal, you will mostly get meat. If you use your hatchet, you will mostly get skin, which is leather. And it depends on what you need. Of course, meat is good for surviving, to eat. You can't just live off berries. A lot of things I've been gathering are berries. So I've put a berry in my quick slot. So I can just eat a few berries. If you look to the right-hand side, you will notice that the little icon that looks like a big chunk of meat thigh is low, which means I am hungry. I need to eat. The water droplet is full, which means I've hydrated. How do you hydrate? You either learn the recipe for water skin if you want to travel inland so you have water on you, or you basically go for a swim. Once you're fully immersed in the water, you begin to hydrate. Above that is like a weight icon. That is pretty much how much carry weight you have. And how, mine's not full, which means I'm not carrying such a heavy load. I have put most of my heavy items in my containers. Above that is my health. I am not so healthy right now, but I'm not doing too bad either. Let me eat a few more berries. And number 7, I'm going to eat a cooked steak. Oh, I don't have a cooked steak. Alright. I have spoiled meat, no steaks. Let me go see what's there. Oh, it's grayed out, I see. Alright. I'm heading back to my shelter. As you can see, it is getting dark. And there is a raptor. They are really difficult to... sometimes they're not, sometimes they are. So I'm not sure which of my items does more damage. This 100% doesn't say. I guess I'm just going to use my pickaxe. Other weapons you can make are slingshots, spears. That's early game. And later game, what is this? It's done quickly before he sees me. Let's collect that. Can I collect it? Come on. No. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're fighting. This is great. The big one's doing the job for me. Maybe I should help it, because it doesn't seem to be fighting back. Or I can just leave it and see what happens. Alright, big one doesn't want to fight back. Interesting. I'm just going to leave them for now. He's not bothering me. He will be back to bother me though. So let me get to my campfire. If you hold E down, you have options on a lot of your items. I'm going to access the inventory. I can take my charcoal out. I have some cooked meat and spoiled meat that didn't cook. What I want to put in there is some wood, but I don't have enough. So, okay, just to show you, I'll use what I have. So you have to put some kind of item in there to burn. I suggest wood. It burns longer. Thatch goes very quickly. So only use thatch as a last resort if you don't have anything else to burn. It turns into charcoal. I'm not sure what you use charcoal for just yet, so I'm just collecting it. And then you place your raw meat in there as well. Light your fire. And watch your meat cook. I can now eat some of the meat I cooked previously and try and get my hunger bar filled up. Great. And the fire obviously keeps me warm. If you just now saw there was a small icon on the left hand bottom corner, that means my hunger was being satisfied because the arrows were going up. I'll just eat a berry as well. And that's a few basics, a few tips. Please like, subscribe, or share my videos. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.